So okay, this week on Toys, the Universe, and Everything, we're trying out a new board game that is not, it's not public release yet, right? It was on Kickstarter. Tell me a little bit what we're looking at here.
Yeah, so this is like a prototype version, I guess. It didn't meet its funding goal on Kickstarter. It's actually gone on Kickstarter twice. The first time they pulled it, the second time it just failed to fund. They are going to do it again. I don't know when, probably the next few months or so, I would assume. But they're actually coming out with a couple of other RPGs as well, like just like role-playing, like pen and paper style games. But yeah, this is just like this is a really fun game. It's just dumb fun. It's like, don't get mad because it's all luck based.
So this is called Nexus, and it's basically like it's Running Man the board game.
Yeah, pretty much. You got like traps and obstacles, and you're just trying to kill one another. Like, that's the whole point of the game. You're playing as a Lanista, which is shouting out commands to your helots, gladiators. And yeah, you're in control of these gladiators, and they're trying to kill one another with random traps triggering throughout.
All right, so tell us what we're looking at on the board. What are all the pieces, and what are we dealing with when we set up to play?
All right, yeah. So you always start out in the same place. Like, one person started out at the board's mapped out 8 by 8, and so like I'll start out on 2, 7, and you'll start out on 7, 2. That's the way you always start. We actually have a few traps to put out that we'll put out randomly. We'll each roll a d8, and what we roll will be based, be on the grid. That's where it'll come out. So there's a few elements to the game, like whenever you roll for actions, and as you're doing that, you're going to be putting out coins to mark which numbers you've rolled. And at any point you filled up 1 through 6, then a turning point happens. And that's the same for yours as well. Which turning points we can go over whenever, if that happens even. So I played a few games. Actually, the last game with you didn't have a turning point. But as you're playing though, the main focus of the game is for fame. Like, you want to get fame for your Lanista, like prominence for your Lanista and fame for your helots.
I'm gonna call them Running Mans.
Yeah. But so you're gonna be like doing like taunts and like it's called loading. But to earn the crowd's favor towards you.
And as you do that, you get
these coins, and you get different amounts depending on what you did to earn it. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And now these are just visual representations to let you know what traps are on the board.
Right, and this is all prototype stuff. These cards, I'm assuming will be a little bit. I think they'll be tarot size, so they should fit in this entire sleeve. But since these are prototypes, I think that they came out a bit smaller. But they're going to actually have the rules for the stuff on the back when the full version comes out. My hands are really shaky.
It's okay. So like this time we got floor saws and floor spikes. And yeah, that was something we noticed when we played last week, was that we really needed these cards to have a little more function. So they need to have the rules for that trap on the card, because we're doing a lot of...
Yeah, there's a lot of digging.
A lot of phone grabbing and web surfing.
That's something he's brought up. Like the two designers, Jay and Scott, are really cool guys, and you can actually throw in input if you want. Like they have a website. You can order this stuff right now, like I have it.
And we'll be sure to put that in the comments.
Right, and but they're actually taking feedback to improve the game right now, and they have a discourse which we'll put in the comments as well. Or yes, you will.
I will.
Yeah.
So let's take a second and I'm going to put the instruction page on the camera, and if you want to, you can just point at what we're looking at. What's the important parts of this character sheet that players are going to need to look at?
So this is your overall health, which if that ever gets to 0, you're incapacitated. You're not dead, you're incapacitated. And then you have other specific body locations that can also take damage specifically. And as those get down to 0, you're going to take specific hindrances to specific things, like either defense or attack. You do have 2 places that can actually kill you: the head and the chest. If those ever reach -5, then you're dead.
Or headless.
Yeah, right. But then you have all of everything's kind of pre-filled out for you, just so you can just jump right in.
Yeah, this is the sheet for a People's Champion. This guy.
Yeah.
There he is. probably fuzzy on that camera. I think I turned autofocus on. So anyway, yeah, people's champ.
So yeah, so he's got all of his dice information filled out. He's got all of his different attacks and which dice you're going to use, and his defense set up for you. It has his. Everyone starts with a special ability. His is actually he gets to add. It's called the sliding dice scale (SDS), which there's like a handy card little for you to go off of reference card. But it's just going to slide the dice scale up and down.
Hold it in front of this camera a second.
Sure. My hands are real shaky.
That's okay. Down a little bit. Okay, there you go. Now go ahead and see what you're gonna say.
Yeah, and it's so like he has like his default number, and then you're gonna like his, for instance, his wild attack is a D10, so you're gonna go over here to D10, and he gets if you use a special ability, he'll get +1, so it'll be D12. But then whenever he rolls defense, it's gonna be a minus SDS to compensate for his bonus to attack. So he's giving up his defense for his attack.
Gotcha.
That's his special ability. My guy's special ability, I have the Sadist, which...
Krang.
Yeah.
I call him Krang.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. But his special ability is gratification, instantly gain 3 AP after performing a perfect strike. A perfect strike is if you roll a 6 on your action die, and the enemy happens to be like right in front of me, I can do a perfect strike.
Now, you've also got some cards in front of you, free versus a rag.
Yeah, and I think there might be some more of these that are going to be added in the final version, but they're just it's just a reminder as to whether you're standing or if you're prone or if you're grappled or if you're free.
Yeah, so if you're seeing the red side of that card, go ahead and hold them here. If you're seeing the red side of that card on your play, you are about to get the smack laid down upon you.
Yeah, being grappled is pretty devastating in this game.
Not for me, because apparently it did not for you last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically this game, what I noted about playing last week in our session was that it is a lot of luck. It does move very fast once you get the rules down. It's a futuristic pro wrestling meets Running Man.
Yeah, it's definitely a drinking game, like just something you could sit down and
Yeah, like the best way to play is probably like 4 copies of the game in a room.
Oh, that'd be great.
8 to 16 of your friends just rotating tables.
Yeah, I really wish I had this game in high school, just because it's the tournament in this game is amazing. Like,
right.
If you have like 8 friends playing this game and you just go to each other's houses, it's Pokemon for adults. It's pretty sweet.
So let's get into it. Let's see. We need to roll for the traps.
Well, first we have to roll. Well, yeah, we need to roll for that. We also need to roll for who's the favorite of this.
Not me.
Be the first player. We roll a d12.
Okay.
For that.
Okay. Let me get my character sheet off the table. That is not an obstacle.
Ooh, I was like, and high numbers of favorites.
Okay, so d12.
Yeah. Wow, rolled a little bit higher than me. So you're the favorite. That means you'll go first.
Okay.
We do need to place these spike traps, though.
Gotcha.
So
they'll all be right next to me.
Yeah.
All right. So D8, you said.
Yeah.
All right. 2.
So 2, 2.
At least it's not right next to me or up my nose. 8, 6. Okay. 1, 3 or 3, 1. Yay, it's not up my nose. 8, 8.
Interesting.
Alright, so buzzsaws?
Buzzsaws come out whenever we roll a duplicate number. So if we roll, like if we have a coin in that slot and we roll that number again.
Okay, the fire last time, the fiery cauldrons, those killed me. He did not kill me. The fiery cauldrons, do you have those? Can we show those? That's okay, that's okay. Yeah. We'll get it in post. The fiery cauldrons, they roll, and like a clockwise pattern, kind of.
That's random. They get it's like they can go in any direction around, like in one space in any direction.
But if the dice hate you, like if you were one of those people like me and you're not lucky, you roll badly, risk is not your game. This game will also brutalize you with that trap in particular.
Yeah, I just kept keeping you in. Within the vicinity of it, it just kept having to move into
I was getting very badly burned, like that character from Austin Powers. I'm very badly burned. And then just to add insult, I kept getting hit by the what were they?
We had the dark columns. Yes,
the dark columns. Yes. And the dark columns are weird to me because I like how this game looks very Running Man. That sometimes the traps, this is very Running Man to me. And then sometimes the traps in my mind looks more like Kingdom Death Monster. Like it goes from that.
Yeah, they're kind of like
sci-fi to weirdly fantasy.
Right. Yeah, the spike trap and the columns are like really the only two that I can think of.
Now, I wasn't sold on this guy last week. Now that you painted him, I like him a lot more.
Yeah, I think this dude's awesome.
He is a Krang. What he needs is like a trench coat, like over, or the suit, so he can be like Metropolitan Krang, But it's very cool now that you paint him. It looks very boss. And this guy is, he's the Rock. About to lay down the people's elbow.
Now, so this is where the floor spikes are starting.
Right.
Anytime we have a turning point, which again is whenever we fill up our 6 spots,
okay.
Draw a turning point card. But also that will trigger the floor spikes, and we'll do the same thing. We'll roll the D8,
and they'll relocate.
So right now, if you get thrown into the floor spikes, you take. What does that have to look? Actually, let me look that up. I think it's 5 damage.
Yeah, better have that phone handy.
I need to look at the damage for the trap.
And that was something I was thinking about. I was playing last week. In my mind, I wanted something like the old board games of our youth, where like the instructions are the inside of the box top. I want a cheat sheet. I want a dungeon master screen for quick access.
Yeah, for the hazards especially.
Just a quick access.
But if he puts them on
then that problem solved.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, but I'm saying we've got this card right here that shows like attack patterns. We've got that. We have the movement guide and the grapple notes, like how grapple attacks work. Yes. So we got that. There's and it's just a lot of reference, and I feel like it's not an overwhelming amount of reference. This game does play really fast, but I do kind of want it all on one, cheat sheet. Yeah. Rather than serving multiple cards.
Yeah, you can download the current rules from their discourse and tell us all the things we're doing wrong.
And we might be, but it's okay. It's okay. House rules.
House rules. Yeah, house rules.
And you've done a really good job painting these things. I think.
Thanks. Yeah.
Love the.
I kind of rushed through it. That's why my hands are so shaky because I've been
painting and grabbing brushes and things
for the last 3 days, man. Just trying to get this.
They look very deadly. Now, wait, who's this guy? Who is that?
That's the Bloodthirster. He was actually the first one.
That's Running Man all day long. That's like Running Man meets Total Recall right there.
Oh yeah, Total Recall. Sure.
Looks like his head's about to explode on the surface of Mars.
His eyes bulging up.
Wow! Give the people the air! That's what you need, an Arnold character. I know you've already got the People's Champion. You need like an Arnold. You need a Running Man. The generic.
Well, I mean, that's the
People's this guy's a willing. He wants to be. Look at it. He wants to be here.
Oh yeah.
You need the I don't want to be here. I'll be back.
Yeah.
The Governator. You need the Governator. And I love this because it kind of takes me back to like some of my favorite video games in the early '90s and stuff like Smash TV and Total Carnage. Those Midway games that were real like gore heavy and over the top.
Yeah.
Even Mortal Kombat, you got the spikes and the skulls in it. I love that. I love that visual. It's got that very tapped into that '90s Midway arcade, kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, they were going for like an old school, like late '80s, early '90s kind of feel like vibe. Like all the art, I mean, like goes back to like Warhammer and stuff. It's just the black and white art is amazing. I love it, and I mean all the art. I mean, it's just really good.
Okay, so let's get started. First things first.
Yeah, so I was wrong about the floor spike damage. It's actually 10 if you're getting thrown into it.
Okay. Great.
And then whenever the turning point happens, if it pops up under you, you actually lose a lower appendage immediately.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Wait, not the buzzsaws, the floor spikes.
The floor spikes. Yeah.
Oh wow! You would think this would cut something off, like you.
Well, I mean, they do 10 damage as well.
But you're going to keep your foot. But you're keeping your foot.
Right. Well, I mean,
theoretically,
by 2. I mean, if it hits your leg, it's going to do. Like it does like overall damage and location damage. So if it hits my right leg, I only have 12.
So this is far less forgiving than the fiery cauldrons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fiery cauldrons.
Well, it was a pain in the butt because you just stop, drop, and roll.
Right.
It's just eating up.
It eats up your actions. All right. So yeah, you have to roll each round. Let's go ahead and get started. Am I first?
You're first because you won.
All right. So what do I roll to determine how many actions I get?
D6.
Okay. So how many things do I get to do this turn? 2. That's
Well,
rounds up to 3.
Yeah, it's always 3.
Rounds up to 3. So 1, 2, or 3 means you get to do 3 things. All right, and so there is nothing in the way of me stopping or getting straight to you. I guess I'll close some of that gap. Right, so it's
any forward movement is 1. So
1.
You can move diagonally even. That's 1 as well.
2, 3.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Right. They did change the rest action, so now it just gives you 1 hit point. You don't lose the...
Now, do I put a coin on 2 since I rolled 2?
Yes, sorry, yeah, you do.
So, yeah, and this becomes important in a little while. You place a coin. When you roll the die, whatever you roll, you put a coin in that slot. And we'll get to what that does when it happens.
So I got 5.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I knew my die rolls
So
would
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Of course you do.
Cost 1 for turning.
And 4, 5, I get upside the head.
Yeah, and I get a standard attack, which I get a bonus because I'm at your side. So I get, let's see what it is. Standard attack is D8 and D6. But it goes up 1, so it's actually a D10 and a D6. And then you get your defense.
Okay. Let's see here. Wait, defense. I'm looking. I haven't played this since last week.
It's the top right.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Defense is on the card. I don't know. Right there. So I roll a D8 and a D6. My total is a 7.
So I got 10, so I do hit. Something I was doing a lot wrong last time is the damage modifier is only for damage, it's not to hit.
Okay.
But so I would do you had 7.
7.
So I do 3, but I have a damage modifier of -1, so I only do 2.
Okay, so I take that from the 50 at the top.
Yeah, and
which
then
is overall.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to have a 48.
But you also take location damage, so you're going to roll a D8 and see where that hit you.
8. So
that's overall. So you actually take another 2 to your overall.
Okay. So after all that, if you're keeping up at home, he hit me twice, or hit me once. And my overall damage took 2 from this part right here. And then because I rolled a D8 it came up an 8, 1 through 8, I took another 2 overall for 46. Any others would come from a location if I rolled 1 through 7.
Oh, I didn't remember. That was 5.
Okay, so back to me. 3, of course, 3. Well, at least you're right next to me. So I'm going to turn. And I'm going to, I have 2. So right now I have 2 actions left. If I try to grapple them, that's it. And so that's the end of my turn. Grapples are great if you rolled a higher number. But if I do grapple them, that would keep you from doing anything on your turn, right?
Well, I would have to try to liberate myself.
Right.
Which it costs 1 action point, so you can't have your action points.
I'm not desperate yet, so I'm not going to try to grapple yet. I'm just going to try to hit him, because after last week, I need the affirmation that I can actually damage him, okay? He's my brother. I'm not allowed to smack him in real life. That would be bad. But in this game, I need to know I can actually hurt him, because last week I did nothing. I literally did nothing. Except burn and get darted. What would you call it? Dart. I mean, yeah, I got blow darted, and that's a verb now.
The darts have random effects.
Yeah. I got blow darted and burned.
I totally forgot to give us influence cards.
Oh, yes, do that.
So influence cards, we get 6 to choose from, sorry.
That's okay. We're still learning. And you can burn these at any point during the game, right? Is there one
I was
time?
wrong. I was saying that you can only do it once per round, but I'm pretty sure that that's wrong. You can just use them.
Use the card.
Use the card, yeah, when it's going as well. But we get to keep 2 of them since we're starting one instance.
Right, okay. Let's see. I like these cards. I'm not going to say what they do because I don't want him to know what I have, but I will hold it in front of the camera. Keeping that one. And I'm, with the way I roll dice, I'm keeping that one as well. Okay, so I have 2 actions left. Now these cards, these influence cards, they have to be done before a dice roll, right? You have to declare them, right?
No, you can just if it's they have like sometimes they have like little stipulations at the bottom,
right?
That can be used, but normally it's just whenever.
Okay.
Like some do say before an action is declared, but
okay,
it's all at the bottom.
Gotcha. All right, so now I'm going to do a what is that? That's a standard attack, so that's a D12. Six, so 2.
Do you have any damage modifier?
Not based on a standard attack. Oh, +2.
Yeah.
So you take 4.
So I actually start at 60 health. So.
Good lord, cranes are tough.
That was a
the People's Champ starts out at a 50.
So that actually hits me on my left upper. So it'd be my left arm, I guess.
So so now you're at 56 overall, but you've taken 4 to your arm.
Yeah. So it's at 8.
Gotcha. Okay. And that ends, no, that does not end my turn. I still have 1 action left, right?
Oh, you could gloat and get some of that.
I'll do that. So how do I gloat?
It's 1 action point, and you say something like mean.
Something mean.
Something mean.
All right. So like The Rock would say, "What's your name, kid?" And you would say,
"Narc."
Narc. It doesn't matter what your name is. All right. So 5 of these coin bits. They look like arcade tokens. I do love they look like arcade tokens. And then just go right here, right?
Sure.
Sure or not sure?
Well, yeah, you'll get one side, I'll get the other.
I'll take the side closest to me. That would make more sense. Okay. Now, and you were saying the last time that it did kind of your obsessive compulsive disorder radar went off because you want them to fit perfectly 5 to a.
Well, 10, I would like 10 to fit.
10 to fit
because it's 10 for 1.
But 10 does not fit like 7 or 8.
No, it's like it's like.
Then you got 2 left over.
Yeah.
In my mind, you should just leave it 5 each. Then
5 would be good because 2 of them gives you 1.
Yeah,
but still. No.
Yeah, you want a nice comfy coating 10.
Right.
10. Yeah. All right. So there you go. I gloated.
All right.
The People's Champion's warming up the People's Elbow.
Oof.
Wow.
So I get 3 though. Which I'll just do a standard attack. So it's a D8 and a D6, I think is what it's
okay. Yep. Ooh, geez. 6.
11.
11.
So
5.
But you take 4 because I have a -1.
Okay, well I'm going to play some influence on this. Your opponent's helmet damages itself instead of your helmet.
Now, do you have to play that before attack rolls?
Card must be used before your opponent's attack action roll, so I can't do that.
Yeah. But now I know what you have.
No! Foiled again. You know it's coming at some point.
Yeah.
All right.
But you take, was it 4?
I take 4. So the People's Champ is a little groggy.
And you still have to roll the D8 to see where.
I do. 7. He takes it to the head.
Ooh,
takes it to the head. So that goes right here on the 20, right? So he has 16 in the head.
Yeah. All
right. Okay. Is that you?
That's me done.
That's you done. All right. A 5. I got a 5. All right. Need that. All right. So let's see. Let's go. I'm going to grapple. I'm going to grapple now. All right. That takes 2 of my 5 action points. It doesn't do any damage, but it sets up grapple attacks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. Now, to do a grapple, I just say grapple, or?
Yeah, well, yeah, you do your, I think there's a grapple on here, right?
Something you have to do to actually start the grapple?
Yeah, where is it? It's, yeah, so it's on the top row on your character sheet up there.
Okay. I'm looking for it. Where's it at?
It's with your attacks at the...
at the bottom, the front row of the bottom. Yeah,
gotcha.
The
top row of the bottom.
Gotcha. Action point, damage modifier, special ability, defense. Grapple is a D12. D12. All
So
right.
I still get my defense. Ha!
Are you kidding me?
I laughed.
You are kidding me.
Pathetic grapple.
You are kidding me right now. Look at that. Look at that. See that? It hit my knuckle. All right. But I have 3 left. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to remember if there was something for critical failure.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
All right. My life is a critical failure. My life in board games is a critical failure. All right. Let's see then. All right. So the next thing, let's just do. I'm not going to. Regular attack. Standard attack. That's D12 again. It's a D12 again.
Don't forget about your cocky ability that lets you.
What does that do?
It lets you up your SDS by 1 at the cost of lowering your defense by 1 SDS.
Okay. Now how do I wait? SDS. You're using acronyms.
Sliding dice scale. So like you would move up 1
To
dice.
like a D6 and a D12.
What are you at right now?
A D12.
Yeah, so you go to a D8 and a D6.
A D8 and a D6.
Yeah, that's on your little
Ah,
cheat sheet.
the cheat sheet. I don't have the cheat sheet.
Yes,
It's on the back of this sheet. See, that's what I'm telling you. I want it all in one convenient place. All right, a D8 and a D6. So it cost me some defense, but I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Do I have to put that somewhere? Like the name?
No, just...
If you were to counterattack of some kind?
No, I mean just know that you've done it.
Okay. All right, 11.
I have 7, so yeah, that hits for 4. Oh, but you have a
Or
plus
6.
6. Jeez.
You got the people's elbow. You got all of it.
That was a standard attack?
That was a standard
So I
attack.
gotta roll location.
What is that, your foot?
That is my left leg.
Your left leg. That is very specific. Maybe I put you in the figure 4 leg lock. Maybe I pull a little Ric Flair on you. A little woo! A little woo.
Alright, so that was yours done? Did
No,
you have
no, I still got...
Oh, you're gonna gloat?
Uno mas! I will gloat. I will be styling and profiling. I've always felt like Ric Flair had really good smack talk. Styling and profiling.
Alright, so that triggers floor saws, because I've already
Oh my gosh. The
So-
question is that going to hurt me or you? I have a sinking feeling. I know who this is going to hurt.
So we each roll a d8.
Great.
Let's find out where it comes up.
Probably. 5.
So 7, 5.
Are you kidding me?
And then I'll roll a d8 to see what its facing is, and then you roll a d8 to see how much it moves.
See how far up my rear
So
end it
1,
goes?
2, 3, 4. It's actually not going to hit anyone. It's gonna...
Okay.
Well, if you roll 1, it'll stay
1.
out. Actually, it stays out, so now there's a buzzsaw. Just lingering
Right.
there for someone to get thrown into.
I hate you.
Now, back to my 3 actions. I think I'm going to have to do just a standard attack again. And then, yeah. So it's a... What was it? D6. Yeah. Ooh, nice. 11.
Alright, so for my defense, I roll, because I took a drop.
Oh, yeah, you're 1 down.
So D8, D6, sliding
Plus your
scale.
D12.
D12, okay, so okay. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me right now?
9.
9.
Oh, wait, 8. Sorry,
8.
that's minus 1.
Yeah.
Make quick work of the people.
This is a quick game. It is a quick game. This is not, it's not Monopoly. You're not going to be here all night. So I need to roll for location, all right?
Roll for location.
2. So it's 8 there as well? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will gloat.
Of course you will. Of course you will.
I don't know what I should say, though. I'm at a loss. One spot.
Come on, something cranky, man.
What does Crane say?
Crane says his own name a lot.
Narc.
Narc.
I feel like that's like the
Narc's opponent.
Thundercats. Narc.
Narc's opponent is about to suffer.
Which, to be fair, is pretty embarrassing.
Or the dumb mouse from Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. Narf.
All right, does that end my brutalization?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's into mine.
All right. Now, you know, and I think of games like this, I think, you know, usually there's like some kind of breakaway thing you have to roll. But the truth is, I can move around behind you or whatever. Right?
Yeah, it's just it's kind of costy because it uses
you're wasting actions. Yeah, and I've only got 3 because 2. So we're here. Another buzzsaw. Yeah. The D8.
Yep.
3.
So 7, 3. So now you're gonna roll to see it's facing.
What do I roll? D6.
D8.
D8. 6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, come on. And it moves 4, so it just goes over here and blows up.
All right, yay!
It actually, whenever it blows up, it does damage to the
walls,
adjacent
tiles.
Yeah, the adjacent tiles.
So, is there going to be like some kind of is there some kind of marker that we know they're damaged, or we just have to?
No, I mean like if we were standing.
Oh, if we were there,
if
you would not want to be the shrapnel.
Splash damage.
Yeah, splash damage. Gotcha. Shrapnel. All right, so here we go. I get 3, right? I get 3.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to, and see, this is what you remember. Grapple attack costs 2. So if I did a grapple attack, I would have 1 move left, and that limits me to either drag or crush. And the math just isn't there, I don't think, to make those. Move is normal with an added 1 action per, what does APC stand for?
Action point cost.
Action point cost per action, with the opponent remaining in the same relative position, and FFD.
Forward facing direction.
Forward facing direction. Each movement action must be rolled against the opposing helot's liberate SD. So I'm already getting down to points. I'm going to keep life simple and do attacks.
Yeah, I really think like that unless you roll a 5 or a 6, you're just going to be
standard attack.
Swapping hits.
The grapple should be like reserved for I rolled a 5 or a 6.
Yeah,
I'm feeling saucy. So anyway, standard attack, that's a D12. And I go back to my standard modifiers on a new round, right?
Yeah, and you can choose to do it again if you could use cocky again. You can use it every round if you wanted to.
No. 8.
10.
You're kidding. All right, let's do it again. I get 3.
So if you do it again, this is going to be a wild, because your standard attack costs 2.
Oh.
So
okay,
now you'd be doing a wild attack, which costs 1.
I will do a wild attack.
Now that's going to hurt you for 1.
Of course it does.
Overall health.
Because I'm that lucky.
Now you're also switching your dice because they have
wild
different...
attack is a D10.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
So that actually gets me for 2 plus
2,
so 4. Which puts me down to 46. And that doesn't hit any other location other than my overall because it's just like a wild swing.
These were less helpful.
Did you take your 1 damage for using a wild attack?
No, I did not, but I will.
Okay.
Because on camera, you will know if I cheat.
So yeah, I need all my actions. Come on, 6, 5. Floor saws.
You're kidding me. All right, D8.
Yep.
2.
1. So I actually need to re-roll that because they can't spawn spikes.
7.
3. So this is getting scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, it's not that scary. If you roll anything over a 1,
3
it just goes away.
Goes away.
Yeah.
Yay, it goes away.
So I have 5 actions. I think I'm gonna go 1, 2. So I have 3 left. I will try to grapple you, which is a D10. Since I'm at your side there, I get a D10 and a D6.
All right, in my defense, I'm rolling D8, D6.
That's 11.
Kidding. 7.
So I do grapple you. That only leaves me with 1. Right? How much was grapple? Grapple's 2. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I have 1 action left. I don't think I can.
You can drag or crush or.
Well, I think drag is one in addition to.
Right.
So it's I wouldn't be able to do that.
So you can crush.
Like, yeah, the opposing takes. Yeah, so I'll do a crush, I guess.
Okay, right. I have to flip my card to grappled.
Yes. And I will crush you for 1.
Okay, and I don't get a defense against that. That's just it happens. Yeah. Do you do location or just overall?
I think just as overall.
Okay. All right. So here we go.
So now you have to we have to roll your action points.
All right. Let's see how many moves I don't get to do. 3, and that's another floor saw. 2. 2.
That's you have to do
Reroll. 6.
So 4. Oh, this is bad. You got to be facing
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we're getting kind of like just goes up.
All right. Not near the nightmare of the fiery cauldrons.
Well, we've had, to be fair, we've had some. I mean, that's a close call right there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, our guys would be.
No, I mean like every turn I was getting burned last week.
Yeah.
Every turn.
Yeah.
I had a fiery cauldron up my rear end.
Yeah.
All right. So next.
So you have 3 action points. You have to try to liberate to do anything.
Right.
So
okay. So you attempt liberation.
Yeah. So that's 1 action point, I believe, and it's going to be you have to liberate. Where's it out here? No, it's on here. So yeah. So the bottom row. On
D12.
Yeah, and then I have to beat my crush. Where's the D12?
4.
11. You're still grappled.
Okay. I can try 2 more times.
On liberate, do you? Let me see something. Do you take? I can't remember if you take damage for being grappled at the start of your turn. Maybe I think it's if you liberate, you take damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's if you liberate. You take
But I still have 2 actions. Can I attempt to liberate?
Yeah, so you can do it.
7. Okay. 4. Finally!
But you do take a damage.
Freedom!
For liberating, I think.
Alright. I'll take that. That's better than this forever hug.
Oh no, you take 1 for each of those.
Okay, well.
So it's
2, 32, 31, 30. Jeez. Okay. So it is worth the grapple is worth it.
Yeah,
It's like being bound in Pokemon, or you are wrapped and you crush.
Yeah.
Ivysaur uses whatever. You just
Floor saws.
Floor saws. Again with the floor saws. 7.
5. Oh goodness. This could be bad regardless.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Yeah, just.
All right.
Sweat on that one though. You should wear your brown pants. So I got 3 actions. I'm going to try to just do a standard attack on you. Because I'll get a D10 and a D6 so to go up 1 for being on your side there.
Okay. So wait. In my defense, do I get any? Do I take a loss for being turned sideways or?
No, I just get bonus to attack.
Okay.
Ooh, 15.
10.
So it's 4 because I'm -1. But you take 4 to overall, and then you have to roll a D8 to see where the other one goes.
Okay. Two. So another 1 to my lower, whatever. L lower.
Yeah, so your left leg, basically.
Left leg, okay.
And the last action point. Narc. Narc.
That is the weakest, laziest smack talk I've ever.
Yeah, I usually can think of stuff. I think it's just because the camera's rolling. I'm just
I know.
drawing it like.
All right, so my turn. And like I said, the game does move really fast.
Oh, you haven't had that yet, so it's.
No, there's no saws. It's just. All right, 3 actions. I have 3 actions. So 1, I'm going to turn. And then 2, I'm going to standard attack. And standard attack is my D12. 10.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Plus
10.
2, right? So
10.
Jeez.
I did 10 mini.
So I'm at 36.
I can't brag about it because I'm out of actions. But 10 mini upside your head. People's elbow.
So ouch to my chest too. So my chest is at 10 as well.
So what's your overall?
Overall is 36.
36.
My
I'm at
chest-
26.
My chest is at 10.
This is a much tighter. I know he's hit way ahead of me, but this is a much tighter game than last time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you do some called shots to my chest, that could be.
All right, your turn.
Another floor saw.
Or freaking sauce. 8.
2, 8. What am I doing? 2, 8. No. Wait, what am I doing?
That's right there. 2, 8 would be
2,
right.
8. Right, sorry.
All right. 4.
2, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2 blood saws sticking in play.
Kind of one could go at either of us at any time.
I think I'm gonna try and grapple. It's D8, D6. You get your defense. Not great.
9.
So 8, yeah, so alright. I'll try to grapple one more time. Or no, yeah, I'll try to grapple one more time.
So let's roll defense on against the grapple.
Yeah.
8.
So I got you that time.
Ah.
So you're grappled. And you take
Pooh.
take 1 damage, right?
Yeah. Is that the end of your? That's the end of your turn.
I don't think you do take a damage from your grappling. It just sets up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no damage.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
didn't crush me. You're hugging me.
Oh, I do have one more
Action.
so I will
Okay.
crush you.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna crush you. 4-1. Now I gotta put that.
Yeah, now you
Put it back. Ah. Man. I gotta figure out how to show this on the screen in post-production. It's like I'm in a little number. Tick, tick, tick. All right. So here we go. All right, big money's no whammy. Big money's no whammy. It's a 4.
Ooh, getting close to a turning point.
I know. We might actually see one this game. All right. So 4 things I get to do. Well, first I got to break the grapple, right?
Yeah,
And
liberate.
so liberate. 12. It's a D12. Okay. 6, 9.
Oh,
Yes.
free.
Free.
You do take a point of damage though. For
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
4 actions left?
3. That was 1.
Yeah.
Breaking was 1, right?
You rolled a 4 or 5 first. Oh, you rolled a 4.
Roll
yeah,
a
so
4.
you're 3.
3 left. All right. So 3 left. I'm going to standard attack you. I could focus attack him with your right at you. So
Yeah, you do call shot to my chest. That would
focus attack is a D10. All right. So focus attack is a D10, and I'm going to D10 straight to your right above your crane cavity. 6. 2.
Ouch. So you get a +2 to that as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's 6.
6 to the overall.
So my overall is 30, and then my chest is now 4,
Yes.
which is not
Yes. That's all my points. That's all my action points.
good. Narc might not survive
Narc.
this match.
Narc.
We're not good for me.
I love how I just noticed the head of your spike. You've got it looks like a scroll. It looks like one of Marvel's scrolls.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion didn't end well for him.
Alright, so you're done, right?
I'm done.
So 4.
Man, you've only rolled 1, 4, and 5 this whole game.
Yeah. I rolled a lot of well, I think I rolled a lot of 1s and 5s, so keep rolling.
You just got 4 for the first time.
Yeah. I think I'll try to grapple.
Okay.
And I got a max roll.
Of course you
14.
7.
Grapple you.
Oh, the camera just kicked out. Hang on a second. So I'm grappled. Doesn't hurt me yet. All right.
So I got you grappled. I still have 2 left. I'm going to do a takedown.
Okay.
Which puts you prone. So
All
you
right.
flip
So
your card
correct to prone.
Yeah. And you take 10 damage to overall.
Jeez.
And you take 5 to a random location.
Roll the d8.
Yeah.
I'll get to pick 4. So you said how much to there?
5.
5. So that's 7. All right.
Back to you.
Back to me. And so I have to roll a 2. So buzzsaws. 5-3.
5. Ooh. So you got to roll for its direction.
3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's just gonna.
I wanted to go up your butt.
It would have hit you too. It would have gone up your crotch.
All right. So, wait, is it my turn? No, your turn.
Yeah, it's not yours. You have 3 actions.
3 actions. 3 actions. I get to try and break free. All
No,
right.
you're prone. I threw you down to the
How do
ground.
I unprone?
Like body slammed you or something. You have to roll a stand up action. You have to roll a D6. Where's stand up? Stand up. Where are you? I believe it's a D6, and you have to get a 4, 5, or 6. Otherwise, you stay.
Is it on the little card? No.
Stand. It's up here. 1 APC, SD6. So yeah, you roll a D6. 4 or greater results in a successful action.
We'll see. Okay, so I have to roll a 4 better on a d6 to get up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you stand up.
I'm up.
That costs you 1 action. How many actions?
2. 2 more. All right, so then in that case, I am going to regular attack, standard attack you. All right, yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah. Standard attack, it's D12.
Looking great.
10.
So yeah, 5, so that's 7.
7. After modifier, that is a 7.
I'm at 23 overall.
You're still ahead of me, but it's close. It's close.
Random location. Oh my gosh, I'm incapacitated.
Yes!
That hit me in my chest.
Oh, I did something good! By accident!
So that actually puts me at -3.
Accidentally awesome is still kinda awesome.
So, -5, I'm dead. You get to finish up whatever actions you have.
That was it.
So that was it. Alright, so now you get to roll 1 last round.
Okay.
So roll for actions.
Okay. But I didn't get to... We didn't get to do the thing with all the
coins.
coins.
That's what I mean. Turning points don't happen.
Turning points don't happen very often. That's okay. That's just... Hey, that's how it works. Alright, so I get to one more... I get to roll the d6 one more time?
Yes, you roll for actions 1 last time.
3.
So you get 3 actions.
Can we do the buzzsaws?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 3.
So 2, 3.
Okay. 8.
It's not everything is going to go.
All right. So I have three things to do. Right.
Or actually, wait. 8. From your facing, it would have been what I roll 4. So it would be on 1, 2, 3. So actually, right there.
Oh, okay. But anyway, it's not going to matter.
Well, you get throwing into it.
I could. That'd be mean of me.
No, you couldn't actually.
I'll have 3. I'll have 3 actions.
Oh, but you can do the something else that we haven't done yet is that you can actually spend 5 overall health to gain 6 action points, which I forgot to mention at the start of this, but
I will do that. All right, so I now have 9 health. 9. 9.
So now you have
6 action points.
And really, I mean, if you do 2 points to my chest,
I don't want to do that. But I could pick you up and throw you into the buzzsaw.
You could pick me up and throw me. That could possibly kill me as well.
I think. What's that? I gotta go to the feds. What do you want me to do? Yeah, buzzsaw, buzzsaw. Now I'm hearing the Macho Man like from Spider-Man. Buzzsaw's ready. You know, it's Bonesaw, but it's buzzsaw. Bonesaw's ready. Oh yeah. I gotta go watch a lot of wrestling today. Okay.
So you're gonna try to grapple?
I'm gonna try to. I got 6. I gotta try to grapple. Right, so grappling, I do a D12. You can't stop me. You're unconscious.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Just do it.
You get 3 rolls. You're absolutely right.
Woo! I picked you up. Grabbed you right. Grab. Now what?
still have that costs you 2 action points. You still have 4. So to throw me, you have to throw me 1 square. So it's 1 plus 1 is 2. So like 2 of your action points goes to throwing me into.
Okay, go ahead and roll it, or just happen.
Yeah, it just happens.
It says 3 action points.
Oh, 3 to throw.
It says 3. Yeah, that would leave me 1 left to gloat.
Yeah. 1 square for 3. Oh, so you have to spend 3 per action. So yeah, it's 3 leaving 1. So it's
3.
So
3 in it.
And that actually leaves you enough to gloat.
Yes.
let's see what the saw is to you though. So
all right.
So that's a direct.
Can I knock you? I'm gonna lay you on the saw. Can I do that? Is it okay?
Well, actually, I'm gonna be. I have to roll. It's gonna knock me into a random location, which will be an 8. So, 1, 2, right here.
It's gonna throw you.
Yeah, you throw me into the saw, and the saw throws me. Right here.
Okay.
But I take 10 to my overall, which is 15.
But I'm winning, and it doesn't happen often, so I need you to.
Well, I mean, technically, it's.
Are you dead?
I have to roll.
I'm gonna gloat. I'm gloating.
Yeah, for sure, because that's gonna give you a ton. You actually get. I don't like. You get extra for incapacitating someone with the hazards and stuff.
Woo! I should throw that in there quick. Woo!
Where is the force saw? Make sure I'm doing this right. Force saws.
All this game needs is it needs like a little Richard Dawson that talks, you know?
It does say 10 location damage, so I need to roll for a random.
4.
That's my upper. So my left arm is gone. I have no left arm.
You don't need it.
But that does not kill me though. So you get those 5, and I believe you get 5 for the hazard taking me. Which I didn't. I was already incapacitated, but I'm unclear on that. I think you should get an extra 5 for throwing me into the floor saw.
House rules.
House rules. I believe it's 5 that you get.
Turn.
Yeah, we'll just say 5. Take 5.
Yes. The people's champ is victorious. Woo!
So Narc does live to fight another day after some much needed rest. But so now what we do, since we're playing the campaign mode, we're gonna take since we're both, Linus's with no prominence, we get 5,000 bitcoins.
Okay, 5,000 bitcoins. Where's that going?
That goes on your Linus.
Oh, Linus. There's got to be a better name for that.
Well, that goes back to the Romans, I think.
I don't care. By the way, my Lanista, his name is Bob. He is a Vogan from Vogue Sphere because, Hitchhiker's Guide. All right, so now I have 10,000 bitcoins. Yay. And I am now 1-in-1 lifetime. Woo! All right. I am in charge of Bulfunga, the Unrelenting, Rocky, the People's Champ, and Mitchell, who is a criticure.
And now then we get.
But I've got to adjust Rocky, right? He's got all these,
Rocky gets some.
He gets some love.
Some rep. Yeah. So
he gets how many rep?
You get 1 rep for 10 cred. Each of these is a cred.
So 2.
So you got
2 rep. Do I get 1 for just because the other guy got? No, that was just based on the creds.
Oh, for winning the fight, you get 5. Though. Did you
so
get 5?
7. So I get 7.
Yeah, and I always round up.
7 rep. Do I get any fame for kicking your butt?
No, it takes 10 rep to equal 1 fame.
Gotcha. Oh, that's like your change.
Then.
Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Like reps your dollars, fame's your change.
Right.
Okay. Gotcha. And I love the little bits of personality they put on the character sheets. Would you like to make a donation to Guns for Tots today? Donations are completely voluntary, so it is perfectly acceptable for you to do nothing and sit atop your throne of privilege, while less fortunate youngsters live meaningless existences, never knowing the joy that taking a life brings, you selfish prick. Is the applicant of an unwanted species? Does the applicant look like a sucker? I love this. It's a great character sheet. I love the personality on the character sheet.
Yeah.
And like I feel like this is one of those games when you play once or twice, you're pretty much an expert, and the game speeds up a lot.
Really, a quarter of the way through your first game, you've got it down.
Right.
It's really.
I felt like the first time I played, I was really stupid and it drags. But by the time you play it once or twice, you're an old hand at this.
For sure.
I love the character designs. Like, got a lot of really cool personality. I love the floor spikes. That's boss. I do wish they kind of snapped into place. Because like the characters don't slide. Like they grip. They fit atop the panels perfectly. I feel like these need to also, like any of the dangers that go on the board, they need to like. I love the coin system.
That's actually a really long game with Nexus. I think Nexus will probably take about 20-25 minutes probably.
Well, it's because I had to take time and gloat.
Oh yeah, well, plus I was digging for some stuff, and once you get it,
Yeah. Yeah, we were definitely accessing the internet a lot less this time.
Yeah. I got all the stuff off their website, and again, it's all still up there. I believe it's limited quantities, so I don't know if everything's still up there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of pricey right now because it's all resin.
Right. This is all.
Yeah, and that's why it doesn't match up, because this is resin and this is plastic. So like this shrank and this didn't.
Yeah, I think for a final build, I would hope that the main board is simply permanently attached to the grid. I don't see why this is separate.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like
it should
just
be
something to assemble.
Yeah.
And save time.
Like I don't know if there's a way you could put this on a hinge here and here and just fold it.
Well, it's just be attached.
Yeah. But I love the aesthetic of the mid, the grid in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and the designers, like, as they were coming up with the size of the ring, they started out with like a larger one, and they went down a little bit smaller, and eventually got down to an 8x8, which they realized was a chessboard. Mm-hmm. So they rediscovered the chessboard.
The chessboard.
Yeah.
And I think this is absolutely one of those games. It is as fun to play as your friends are fun to be around.
Right. Yeah.
If your friends are lame, the game will probably
exactly. Yeah.
You might enjoy beating the crap out of them on a board game.
Right.
But I think the funnier your friends are, I think the more fun they are to be around, the better this game will play. And everybody has have those friends that's just going to be fun to knock around anyway because they have it coming.
Right.
So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope this was interesting to you guys, and I hope we motivated some of you to go to their website, which will be in the comments below, to go and order this game. Support the guys who design it, support the guys who make it, check out some of their other cool stuff, and tune in next week when we'll be doing something. Thanks for tuning in, guys. No matter what your questions are for toys, the universe, and everything, remember the answer is stay away from the buzzsaws.